It's week 5 of the NFL. And this one, strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Vikings and the Lions, just ahead on EA Sports.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Williams now on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 86 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his...
Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st down, Jennings. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, I think they want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jennings. And he whips that one incomplete there. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Calling a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Klein. And complete right side to Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off play action. Klein. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Klein. He finds his man, complete. That's Ramsey. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. these guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Off the play fake, Jennings. And this one too low. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Jennings. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Jennings. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Coming out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. First interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. No gain on the play there.
And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them
Jennings lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far there.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Off play action. Jennings. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Off the play fake. Jennings on the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up third.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. Oh, nice move. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Klein toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Klein. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down. Klein. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On second down, Cook. They juked him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Off the bootleg. Klein. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Klein. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Man, sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you got a chance to come back to them when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looking to throw. Jennings. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Klein. He's going to get this one down to Cook. 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Klein. Going right side here, and that's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off play action. Klein. And he'll just get rid of it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Klein. He finds his man, complete. It's Hodges. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, Klein. He's got the 1st down and more. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, Klein eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Klein got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. To throw on 3rd down. Klein. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this 1st half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jennings escaping the pressure right. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jennings. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The offense on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jennings. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, Jennings. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Jennings. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's brought down. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Swift. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. One more time with Swift. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but but it's incomplete. They'll try it now with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make it 13-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Back to throw. Klein. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Russell Gage, a touchdown reception. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. A couple of touchdowns there for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Ravens. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important, pushing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, Klein goes right back to Smith again. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jennings. Flush to his right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job walking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good open field tackling there, a 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. From the gun on 3rd down. Klein quickly to Thielen here. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Left side, Cook.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To throw on second down. Jennings. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll get this in past the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Klein. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll try the middle with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Looking to throw on second down. Klein
to the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Klein.
Got an open man, finding Jefferson.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. To throw on second down. Klein. That'll be caught by Anderson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line.
And one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll dump this off to Cook.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with career touchdown number 75.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Klein. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Klein. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll run here with Swift.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 24.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Swift. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His throw incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, and it's a tough 3rd and 9. They run. It's Oliver. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Klein. And he's got it complete to Anderson. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Off play action. Klein. And that is incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
It's 4th down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Off the play fake, Jennings. That pass caught, it's Williams. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down, Jennings. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. Looking to throw. Jennings. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
On 2nd down, Swift.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Jennings. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Fancy footwork in midfield. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards to pick up, 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Back to throw. Klein. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So now the Lions down 21-10. At time, a huge factor. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Throwing on 1st down, Jennings. And that's caught by Williams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw, Jennings. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
First down, here's the run with Cook. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, Klein. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth, and the Lions will take over. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Looking to throw on second down, Jennings. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into point. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Minnesota, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.